Welcome to another Finish the Line with the Lead Team, part 2. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is a fun way to answer some of your questions as well as put the leadership team on the spot. Right, first question is...
Steve.
It's me. Okay, the question says, understanding the principle of first fruits is crucial for a believer because...
Go on, Steve. Come on.
Goodness me, how long have I got? Well, the principle of first fruits for me is crucial for every believer, not because of the fruits bit, because of the first bit.
All right, yeah, that's good.
Because it establishes in the life of us all that God is first.
Yeah.
He's first in my life, my first commitment. He's my source, he's my provider. So if I'm going to love him first, seek his kingdom first, that touches every area of life, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So it honours him as the provider.
Yeah.
Excellent, yeah.
It's part of my protection. It's part of sowing seed for the future, for this year.
Yeah.
There's so much we could say, but fundamentally, I think it establishes in the heart of every believer, no, God's first.
I agree.
It's such a show. So good. Great answer, mate. What comes to mind when you speak is the scripture of seek first the kingdom.
Yes,
That's all kingdom.
Yeah.
It is.
So seek first the kingdom is
Yeah.
really what you're saying.
Matthew
I love it.
6:33. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Let's see who can top that one. Okay, right, sorry. Question 2, here we go. We ready? We pause? Yeah. Okay, right, okay. Question number 2.
Go on, Siobhan.
All right. So we bring our first fruits into the church because ... So in the Old Testament, if you read the scripture, often they're asked to bring their first fruits into the temple. And so we're living in New Testament days, and the Old Testament temple is the New Testament church. And so we bring our first fruits into the body, into the church bodies, really to fuel the mission. And one of the things I absolutely love is when I hear stories of breakthrough, when I see people come to know God, when I see lives transformed. That there is the seed we planted, and that's the fruit. And so we bring our first fruits into the church, into who we are, really to fuel what we're about. So yeah,
That's a
what I would
principle.
say.
And principles are supposed to work.
Yeah.
And what you're talking about is how it works. And it does. I think
It does
that's,
work.
the reason we do what we do is because this works. It's biblical. It's a principle, and we expect that something's going to happen with that physical
Yeah.
offering. So
Excellent, okay. Well done. Second question down. Okay.
Wow.
And the third question is...
Ray.
Okay.
Yes.
The best way to prepare for first fruits is... I think, yes, the element of suspense. I think for me, it's all around conversation. So first of all, it's a conversation with God, which sounds like a token answer, but I think if we're coming to God as an act of obedience to bring our first and our best, even though we do that as a church community, and it comes to the church, as you said, Siobhan, I think it's a conversation with God about what does my first and best look like this year? What is it? Because I sometimes think we have our ideas of what that is, but we ask God. I think the second big thing is a conversation maybe with our spouse or our partner or best friend, whoever it is, about what that could look like for you and where you're at with that and your prayer journey with that. And I think another thing I thought about was, for people who are newer to faith or haven't given with us in First Fruits before, it's maybe a conversation with someone who's a bit further on the journey than you. And someone who's given in their First Fruits before on a Sunday, and just ask them, how have you planned for that? And maybe with somebody else from the church community.
I think it's excellent.
That's what I'd say.
So what happens if people are listening to this, obviously, and they say, God's not giving me a figure? Should I not give?
I don't think so, because I think it's a principle of first fruits. It's a step of obedience and an act of obedience from Scripture, which we trust as God's word.
Yeah.
Excellent, fantastic answers, everybody. Well done. 5 stars again. Okay, it's now time for the mystery questions. So let's find out who's first. Here we go. Mystery question number 1.
Oh, Ben.
Yes. I can only do 1 pull-up because...
Is that true?
Well, no. I can do half if I jump. I can do
Can
one.
you do it?
Off the floor or what?
Okay, mystery question number 2 is for Dave.
Ben can do more pull-ups than me because he's a liar. Because he can't. And we can actually do this on camera if you want. Come on. To check who can do the most pull-ups.
On First Fruit Sunday, we could do it. You, me and
Competition.
Steve, we could do a pull-up competition.
Yeah.
And then
Me and
And
Chevy
then
will do
you
it
and
and thrash
Chevy.
you all.
that's it. Yeah.
You and Chevy can be lifting us up from the bottom. It's like...
Listen, I'm saying this. It's all making sense now because in the office, every time somebody new comes in, Ben asks them, "How many pull-ups can you do?"
Because we've got those girders at the right height, don't we, for pull-ups?
So that was the second video done, wrapped. Thank you, leadership team. So there we have it. First Fruit Sunday is coming up next week on the 2nd of February.
Be here.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great Sunday. There's information on your seats that will help you as you prepare, like Rach said before, in your conversations. If you do have any questions at all, or we can help in any way, get in touch with us. Come and grab us. Call into the office. We'd love to help you out. But apart from that, it's goodbye from the leadership team once again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.